up, me lovelies. Simple Diamond from Derby. What I thought to do today is I'd do some rhyming words, some monologueries, yeah, monologues, you know. It's a sort of monologue because it gets a bit sort of monologuery sort of stuff, you know, which really means like it gets really boring, I think, after a while, but maybe not. Maybe I make you laugh, you know, you never know. So see what you think. This one was done by a really funny man, I think, called Berard Wrigley. Yeah, and this is the Constable and the Rare Butterfly, right? So here goes. Harold Brown was 33 and worked in Barclays Bank. You could tell by his Bin Street bowler in his matting tie and hank. He soon would be a manager, so he watched his Q's and P, the sort of bloke a mother likes a daughter to bring to tea. Last night he's coming home from work and crossing near some rubble when a stabbing pain shot through his guts and creased him over double. He clutched his stomach as he hit the pavement with a crunch, and only wished he hadn't had that curry for his lunch. As the pain went lower, Harold knew what he must do. He'd use the ground beneath him as he did when on the low. So he whips down his trousers, his long john trolley bags too, and he moves his legs apart a bit so he wouldn't splash his shoe. He squatted down, clenched his teeth and gave a mighty jerk. He hoped no one was looking or he'd feel a proper burk. But as relief came flooding down, he heard a lovely pair of feet, and there were B.C. Bloodstone, our Harold's on his feet. Before the copper reached him, Harold thought in double time. He whipped his bowl off his head to cover up his crime. He tried to hold his trousers up. He whistled as he sat, and he hoped he wouldn't ask him what he kept beneath his hat. "Good evening, lad," the copper says, and he looked where Harold sat. "What makes you squat upon the floor whilst clutching at your hat?" "Oh, it's funny you should ask," says Harold, sweating on his feet. "I'm a butterfly collector and I've cooked a special treat." "That's interesting," the copper says. "I've done a bit myself, and I've even put them in a book and pressed them on the shelf." "What sort is it? A brownie, bro?" "No, is that like the red?" No, more like the rear," says Harold, wishing he were dead. "Trouble is," our Harold says, "Seven haven't brought me net. I've left it in our house, you see, but the policeman says, 'Don't fret, you get the net, I'll hold the hat,'" says Harold. "You're a gent. I'll be back inside a minute," and no sooner said he went. For 3 long hours the copper held the hat. His fingers got quite numb, and since he squatted all the time he got heel marks on his bum. But as he pondered whether or not to get back on his feet, he recognised the shuffle of the Chief Inspector's feet. "Good evening, lad," the gaffer says. "Have your tutsis given out?" "Oh yes sir, no sir," Bloodstone said. "You see, I'm helping out. The bloke who owns this bowler went to go and get his net, 'cause he left a butterfly under it, but he hasn't come back yet." "How long has he been gone?" "About 2 minutes," said the lad, and though he smiled up pleasantly, the inspector seemed quite mad. He stooped to have a listen, making sure no one was coming. "Can you hear it, sir?" the PC says. "Oh yes, I think it's humming." "Now this is daft. We're wasting time standing round like this. I'll have to make a graph for it, and it's hard cheese if we miss. You lift the hat up quickly when I've counted up to 4. I'll soon have this one cracked. I've handled stiffer ones before." The tension mounted as the copper counted 1, 2, 3, then 4. The inspector dived and landed in a heap upon the floor. His hands had gone discoloured. It knew it was all a cod. "Did you catch it?" says the PC. "No, but I frightened the little sod." Hey! Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. See what you think.